So after being a Bronco owner for a total of 100 miles as I'm on the highway bringing this thing home from the dealership, here's what I already hate about this truck. So first off, before I jump into it, this is a base Sasquatch. So essentially there's very little options on this truck, like have the upfitter switches and that's really it. But the Sasquatch package adds a lot to the truck and it adds exactly what I wanted, like the front locker, rear locker, and all the off-road goodies, 35-inch tires, air suspension, all that stuff. That's what I wanted. However, in the base model, you do lack a lot of features, and some of those creature comforts, I think, are going to be the things that I end up not liking about this truck. So, number one, I was getting out, and I realized, oh, there's no, like, keyless entry, keyless exit. So you have to actually use the buttons on the key fob. Now, that's definitely a first-world problem. And if you're coming from an older vehicle and you didn't have it before, you're obviously not going to complain about that now. However, after owning a lot of German vehicles, Porsche, BMW, Volkswagen, a whole bunch of different ones, that was something that was pretty standard and has been for a long time, and I got really used to not having to take the key out of my pocket. So that's something that I think is going to get annoying. So the second thing is going to be the fact that it's relatively noisy in here. Now, hopefully you can hear me okay on the medium mod on the GoPro, but it is noisy. You hear some wind noise. Now, it's a Bronco. The top comes off. These panels come off. The whole back comes off, you know, like people do with Jeeps and how the Broncos used to be back in the day. So it's like that for a reason, right? But you can hear a lot more wind noise. And I don't know if the 4-door is any better than the 2-door is, but I have the 2-door here, and I can definitely hear out of this ear that I could hear wind noise fluttering through the top back there. And you can drown it out pretty easy with the radio, or you just get used to it, but that goes right into the next thing. The speakers are trash. They're absolutely garbage in here. There's like absolutely no bass at all. I don't know if different trims come with the subwoofer, but I had the Sony system in my F-150 Platinum. I had the Sony system in my previous Raptor, and even the first gen Raptor, 2010 Raptor, the sound system was significantly better than this 2022 Ford Bronco. Another thing I really don't like about this truck is the auto start stop, and it's not really specifically this truck, it's just any vehicle. I don't like auto start stop in any vehicle. I do like that Ford gives you a hard button that you can actually press to shut it off, and it makes it very easy to do. However, that's something that I'm going to be permanently disabling using ForeScan. While in there, there's also a few other things that I'd probably like to change about the truck. Like if you get out with the key in your pocket and close the door, it's going to honk at you. We'll shut that off because that's just annoying. I do like to get out of my truck and leave it running. I think plenty of people do that, and I don't like the honk. The base model also lacks a few of the goat modes that you'd find in higher trim models. Like I don't have the Mud and Ruts mode, I don't have the Baja mode, I think there's one or two others that I'm missing. But that's something that you can actually activate using ForeScan. So it's already built into the computer systems on here. I have the 4-wheel drive hardware for it, so we can just turn those on and get those modes. So that'll be nice to add to the truck as well. Also, there's no automatic climate control in the base model. So again, I'm kind of this first world problems here, but I've been used to automatic climate controls. Again, the 2010 Ford Raptor had automatic climate controls. My old 2012 Passat had automatic climate controls. But in the base Bronco, you manually select with the little turn dial what you want the temperature to be, and not like, you know, oh, 68 or 72. No, you want cold or hot, and then how much fan do you want? I haven't driven a car that had that, I think, since I was like 16. Automatic climate control's been around forever. Again, first world complaint here. So there's quirks and little things that you're going to hate about every car, but those are the things that stick out to me in the first 100 miles of Bronco ownership. And it's been a pretty boring 100 miles because I really just got on the highway from the dealer and started driving. We're about to go through the UP and then back into Wisconsin, and tomorrow we'll start working on modifying this thing.